Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you the top 5 best handheld consoles that you can buy right now. These devices are perfect for gamers who want to play their favorite games on the go, without compromising on quality or performance. The AIO Air Plus, the latest device from AIO, a company that specializes in making powerful and portable gaming machines. The AIO Air Plus is a successor to the AIO Air, which was introduced about a year ago. It features a 6-inch 1080p IPS display, a Ryzen 7 6800U processor, 32GB of RAM, and a 512GB SSD. It also has a fingerprint reader, a microSD card slot, a USB-C port, and a 3.5mm audio jack. The AIO Air Plus is a full-fledged Windows 11 gaming PC, which means you can access your entire Steam library, as well as other platforms like Epic Games Store, Origin, and GOG. You can also use it for productivity tasks, web browsing, streaming, and more. The device has multiple inputs to make it easier to use without a mouse and keyboard, such as a touchscreen, a trackpad, and a gyro sensor. The AIO Air Plus is a beast when it comes to performance. It can run most modern games at high or ultra settings with smooth frame rates and crisp graphics. For example, it can run Cyberpunk 2077 at 1080p high settings with an average of 40 FPS. Or Doom Eternal at 1080p ultra settings with an average of 60 FPS. The device also has a good cooling system, with 2 fans and a large copper heatsink that keep the temperature and noise levels low. The only downside of the AIO Air Plus is the battery life, which is expected for such a powerful device. The device has a 10,000 mAh battery, which can last for about 3 to 4 hours of gaming, depending on the game and the settings. You can extend the battery life by lowering the TDP or the screen brightness, or by using a power bank. The device also supports fast charging, which can charge it from 0 to 80% in about an hour. The AIO Air Plus is a great handheld gaming PC for those who want the best performance and portability. If you are interested in the AIO Air Plus, you can find more information. Check out the links below. Next on our list is the Nintendo Switch Lite, a smaller and cheaper version of the original Nintendo Switch. The Switch Lite is designed for handheld gaming only, which means you can't dock it to a TV or detach the Joy-Con controllers, but if you prefer playing on the go, then the Switch Lite might be the perfect choice for you. The Switch Lite has a 5.5-inch 7:0 LCD screen, which is slightly smaller than the 6.2-inch screen of the standard Switch. However, the Switch Lite has a more vibrant and sharp display, thanks to its improved brightness and contrast. The Switch Lite also has a longer battery life than the original Switch, lasting for about 4 to 7 hours, depending on the game and the settings. The Switch Lite is much lighter and more compact than the standard Switch, weighing only 275 grams and measuring 3.6 x 8.2 inches. It comes in for different colors: yellow, turquoise, gray, and coral. The Switch Lite has a solid and ergonomic design, with a matte finish and rounded edges. The buttons and joysticks are also more comfortable and responsive, and the device has a built-in D-pad instead of 4 separate buttons. The Switch Lite can play almost all of the games that are compatible with the standard Switch, as long as they support handheld mode. You can access the same vast library of games, including exclusive titles like The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, Animal Crossing, New Horizons, Super Mario Odyssey, and more. You can also download games from the Nintendo eShop, or use game cards to play physical copies. The Switch Lite also supports online and local multiplayer. As long as you have a Nintendo Switch Online subscription or a wireless connection, you can play with other Switch Lite users or with standard Switch users. However, some games may require additional Joy-Con controllers, which you have to buy separately and pair with your Switch Lite via Bluetooth. The Switch Lite is a great handheld console for those who want a more affordable and portable option. If you want to know more about the Switch Lite, you can check out the links below. Moving on to our number 3 console, we have the Asus Ragalai, a Windows 11-based handheld gaming PC that aims to rival the Steam Deck. The Ragalai is a sleek and powerful device that can run almost any PC game you want, with some compromises. The Ragalai has a 7-inch 1080p IPS screen, which is smaller than the Steam Deck's 7-inch 1280 by 800 LCD screen. However, the Ragalai's screen has some advantages, such as a higher resolution, a faster 120Hz refresh rate, and a brighter and more vivid display. The Ragalai also has a thinner and lighter design, weighing only 1.34 pounds and measuring 0.83 x 11 by 4.4 inches, making it easier to hold and carry around. The Ragalai is powered by the AMD Ryzen Z1 Extreme processor, which is a new chip that debuts in this device. The Ryzen Z1 Extreme is based on the Zen 4 architecture and has 8 cores and 16 threads, with a base clock of 2.4 GHz and a boost clock of 4.6 GHz. It also has an integrated AMD Radeon graphics card, with 8 compute units and a frequency of 1.8 GHz. The device also has 16 GB of RAM and a 512 GB SSD, which are both upgradable. The Ragalai is a full-fledged Windows 11 gaming PC, which means you can access your entire PC gaming library. Without any emulation or compatibility issues, you can also use it for other tasks, such as web browsing, streaming, and productivity. The device has multiple inputs to make it easier to use without a mouse and keyboard, such as a touchscreen, a trackpad, and a gyro sensor. The Ragalai is a beast when it comes to performance, but it also has some limitations. It can run most modern games at high or medium settings, with smooth frame rates and crisp graphics. For example, it can run Red Dead Redemption 2 at 1080p high settings with an average of 45 FPS, or Apex Legends at 1080p medium settings with an average of 60 FPS. However, some games may require lower graphics settings or resolution scaling to run smoothly, especially if they are more CPU-intensive or optimized for NVIDIA GPS. The biggest downside of the Ragalai is the battery life, which is expected for such a powerful device. The device has a 10,000 mAh battery, which can last for about 8 to 9 hours of normal use, such as web browsing or video playback. However, when gaming, the battery life drops significantly to about 1 to 2 hours depending on the game and the settings. The Ragalai is a great handheld gaming PC for those who want a more powerful and versatile alternative to the Steam Deck. Coming in at number 2, we have the Valve Steam Deck, a handheld gaming PC that lets you play your entire Steam library on the go. The Steam Deck is one of the most anticipated and innovative devices in the gaming industry. The Steam Deck has a 7-inch 1280 by 800 LCD screen, which is the same size as the old Switch, but with a higher resolution and a faster 60 Hz refresh rate. The screen also supports touch input, which can be useful for some games and apps. The Steam Deck is slightly heavier and bulkier than the old Switch, weighing 1.47 pounds and measuring 11.7 x 4.6 x 1.8 inches. However, the Steam Deck has a more ergonomic and comfortable design, with a textured matte finish and curved grips. The Steam Deck is powered by a custom AMD APU, which combines a quad-core Zen to CPU and an 8 RDNA to compute unique GPU. It also has 16 GB of LPDDR5 RAM and up to 512 GB of NVMe SSD storage, which can be expanded via a micro's card slot. The device also has a USB-C port, a 3.5mm audio jack, a dual microphone array, and stereo speakers. The device also supports Bluetooth 5.0 and Wi-Fi 6 for wireless connectivity. The Steam Deck runs on Steamus, a Linux-based operating system that is optimized for gaming. Steamus has a simple and user-friendly interface, which lets you access your Steam library, friends, chat, and store. You can also use the Steam Deck as a full-fledged Linux PC by switching to the desktop mode and installing other apps and software. You can also install Windows 11 on the Steam Deck if you prefer, and access other gaming platforms and services. The Steam Deck can play almost any game that is available on Steam, thanks to the Proton compatibility layer that enables Windows games to run on Linux. You can also stream games from your PC or the cloud, using Steam Remote Play or GeForce Now. The Steam Deck can run most modern games at medium or high settings, with smooth frame rates and crisp graphics. The device also has a good cooling system, with a large fan and a vapor chamber that keep the temperature and noise levels low. The only downside of the Steam Deck is the battery life, which is expected for such a powerful device. The device has a 40 watt-hours battery, which can last for about 2 to 8 hours of gaming, depending on the game and the settings. The device also supports fast charging, which can charge it from 0 to 80% in about an hour. The Steam Deck is a great handheld gaming PC for those who want to play their Steam games anywhere, anytime. And finally, for the number 1 spot, we have the Nintendo Switch OLED, the latest and greatest version of Nintendo's hybrid console. The Switch OLED is a stunning device that combines the best of both worlds, a handheld gaming system with a gorgeous 7-inch OLED screen, and a home console that can connect to a TV via dock. The Switch OLED is an upgrade from the original Switch, which was released in 2017. The OLED screen is the main selling point of the new model, as it offers a bigger, brighter, and more colorful display than the LCD screen of the previous model. The OLED screen also has deeper blacks and higher contrast, which make games look more immersive and realistic. The OLED screen is especially noticeable when playing games that have dark or vibrant environments, such as Metroid Dread, The Legend of Zelda, Skyward Sword HD, or Super Mario Odyssey. The Switch OLED also has some other improvements over the original Switch, such as enhanced speakers, a redesigned kickstand, a LAN port on the dock, and double the internal storage 64 GB. The enhanced speakers provide a richer and clearer sound quality, which is great for playing games without headphones. The redesigned kickstand is more sturdy and adjustable, which makes it easier to play games in tabletop mode. The LAN port on the dock allows for a more stable and faster internet connection, which is ideal for online gaming. The Switch OLED is compatible with all the games and accessories that work with the original Switch, so you don't have to worry about missing out on anything. You can play the same vast library of games, including exclusive titles like Animal Crossing, New Horizons, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Pokémon Sword and Shield, and more. You can also use the same Joy-Con controllers, Pro Controller, and other peripherals that you already have. The Switch OLED is not a perfect device, however. It still has some limitations and drawbacks that may disappoint some users. For example, the Switch OLED does not have any upgrades in TV mode, which means it still outputs at 10,860 Hz, unlike some of its competitors that offer 4,120 Hz. The Switch OLED also does not have any improvements in battery life, performance, or resolution, which means it still suffers from some issues like frame drops, pop-ins, and aliasing. The Switch OLED is a great device for those who love playing games on the go, or who want to experience the best handheld gaming possible. And that's it for this video, folks. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for tech content. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.